right, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna finish the brakes. So I've got the old single bowl master cylinder that we're gonna pop out, and we're gonna pop in the new dual bowl master cylinder. Cleaning the brake lines as I go with some brake cleaner. Hopefully that's good. Seems to be pretty clear when spraying those out. So before we jump into things, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also set your bell notifications so that you're notified every time I post a new video. I appreciate all your support, and thank you so much for following along in this build. This Mustang build is super fun, and can't wait for the next project. All right, let's jump in. All right, so we just removed the master cylinder. It was a single bowl, and this was the original one that was on the car. It is really old and rusted. There was just barely any fluid in there still, barely any in the brake line as well. So yeah, I took it out, disconnected from inside. I've also got to clean up some of this action down here. Also maybe clean that up just a touch. But yeah, everything's looking good, better than I thought it would be. Came out pretty easy too, which is great. Woohoo! So I just got the master cylinder installed. That was a pain. That was not fun. Had to end up taking the hood off, which that was gonna come off at some point anyways because I'm replacing it. It enabled me to get in here and get this master cylinder installed. But I figured it out. So I cleaned up this distribution block here. And then I put in the parts that it said to put in, how it said to put them in, all the directions. My proportioning valve, I don't know if you can see it, but it's down here. I probably should have put it back over here, but whatever. So I can control how much the front brakes versus the back brakes I use. Just basically hone it in from there. I bled the master cylinder, and then after that I'm gonna bleed the brake lines as well, but I'm not gonna bleed all the brake lines until I put new shoes on the back, and then I've also got some extra parts to do as well there. So, and then I'll bleed everything at once. I'll bleed the whole system. All right, so I took off the rear driver's side tire, and as you can see, it's very rusty. Good times. All right, so let's take the back drum apart and just see what we're working with. Okay, so fun little thing here. I just struggled trying to get the hub off. I didn't realize that after like an hour, I had a hub extractor that I was like sitting around. So I got that together, put it on the hub, finally got it off. The hub was pinched because the brake pads were forcing outwards. So I was trying to spin this piece right here from inside and could not get it to loosen up the brake pads, but it looks like someone's actually been in here. It's fairly clean, surprisingly. Looks like the brakes were done, I don't know, not that long ago. So yeah, I'm gonna clean things up in here for sure. All right, so just got a few goodies in the mail. Check it out. We got the best in brakes, apparently. Got some new brake shoes. That's gonna be good stuff. Gonna be putting those on the back. I also ordered a brake drum, which I'm waiting on still. Hopefully it'll get here soon. Got this cool tool to do the drums with. I ended up just taking the wheel cylinder out because gross. Yeah, they're super cheap to replace. Thought I would do a replacement. Put a new wheel cylinder in, as you can see. Put everything back exactly the way it was. Got the parking brake set back up again in here. I gotta test that. I don't even know if it works, honestly. I think it does. These old ones were riveted, as you can see, the old shoes. The new shoes are bonded, so not a big deal. It's whatever, that's what was available, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm happy with the way that one turned out. As you can tell, somebody changed these not too long ago, but these are just divoted in on this side, and it looks like something got caught in the rotor or something. They just dug in and weren't working properly. So anyways, I'm gonna inspect the other side, make sure everything's good there. It looked good the other day, but just double check. Then we're gonna change the differential fluid and call it a day, man. We are getting so close. I've also got a few suspension upgrades I'm gonna do. New shocks, got those in, the KYB gas adjust shocks. And then we are going to replace these leafs in here because these are old and junked out. I'm just gonna do a 4.5 leaf with a 1-inch drop in the back, so we're not sitting too high. All right, anyways, let's finish this up. Okay, so now that we got everything installed brake-wise, it's time to bleed the brakes. Haven't done this in years, and also haven't done it on a half disc, half drum setup, but shouldn't really be much different. A little bit of a thing here. So my wife is out, don't have anybody to pump the brakes for me. So I've tried to rig something up that I can do by myself, and I've been coming across a bunch of stuff online about little bottles, and I was like, okay, if we use like the suction of the bottle and whatnot. So what I did is I took a fuel tube here, filled it with some grody old brake fluid. Then I've got this, which I already tested to see if it would suck anything, and it does. So I fit a vacuum hose that I had off of like a junky carb, and basically it fit right on that on line. This end also fits right on the port of the brake, like the brake bleeding screw. I'm gonna give it a go and see what happens. And hopefully it works, because it would be great to be able to bleed the brakes and just be done with it. Not have to wait on somebody else to come and then turn and then pump and turn it and pump, open and close. So yeah, let's see what happens. One little piece of advice: if you've never done this before, it's always a good idea to just put some like shop towels or something down in this area, because you know, you're gonna basically, when you push that pedal for the first time after you haven't pushed it in a while, it's gonna shoot brake fluid up and out. And so you gotta be really, you know, careful and soft with your first touch on it, but then make sure, you know, you keep the bowl full, but also avoid spilling this everywhere, because it is super corrosive. I'm gonna hit the front right side first, because we're always working like furthest starting in the rear and then furthest starting in the front, and so on. So yeah, let's fill this master cylinder up a little bit more, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right, now I'm just using the .3 brake fluid press down. Nothing fancy, just .3. That's what the master cylinder called for. So yeah, we've got the brakes bled, master cylinder's full. I put the cap back on, made sure there was no leaks. I also made sure there was no leaks on the lines across and around the whole car. The whole system itself, let's check. Yeah, nice firm brake pedal. I mean, like really firm. Yeah. Next video is gonna be a good one. Got some awesome suspension stuff coming up. Got some shocks that we're gonna put in, also rear leafs. Got a few other things we're gonna do, and then we're gonna also start the body work. So we're getting super close with this, so close. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and thank you all so much for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. This has been so much fun, and I'm learning a ton. And yeah, keep the comments coming, keep the feedback coming. Y'all are awesome. Go ahead and give me a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, as well as set your bell notifications so you're notified every time I post a new video. Catch you all in the next one. Thanks. Bye.